everybody, and welcome back to Descent into Avernus. Some announcements before we get started tonight. First and foremost, we raised $205 for the Bail Project last month. This month, going until August 12th, starting today, we're raising money for the Trevor Project. And we'll be doing that until August 12th, like I said. The donation link will periodically show up in chat. I can also post the link in case it's not showing up. But for those who don't know, the Trevor Project is a national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to the LGBTQ community under the age of 25. So they do a lot of good stuff, and we're hoping to donate $1,200 to them by the end of this little charity run. And then past August, going indefinitely, we'll be spotlighting other charities in the in the BIPOC and LGBTQ trans community, etc., etc., etc. So yes, the link again will be posted sporadically throughout chat, or periodically throughout chat, for the night and through all of our streams for the month of July. Also, we have a podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean. You can check those out if you feel so inclined, and listen to some of our stuff there. So, without further ado, it's been a while, so I need to remember what happened last time. So, last time you all kind of fought in a memory, specifically a memory of Idle Glen, a little village that was besieged by Yenogu's forces way back when, sort of right around the time Zariel went to Avernus and tried to fight the hordes of demons and devils, and eventually became an archdevil herself. But this fight in Idle Glen was a memory inside Lulu's mind, inside the Bleeding Citadel, that took place years before this whole sort of culmination of events in this adventure. The first two waves of the fight were relatively okay. Then the Null Merilith showed up. And in the ensuing fight with the Null Merilith, both Sephron and Mortis were killed. The Null Merilith was dealt with. The party brought Mortis and Sephron's bodies to the strange kind of fountain in the middle of Idle Glen, which miraculously brought Sephron and Mortis back to life, thankfully, just in the nick of time, as more enemies showed up to attack. A Vrock, some other demons, a Barlgura, more gnolls, just armies upon armies attacked. Kronder killed maybe some innocent guards who had their minds controlled, but who cares about that? Their fault for getting controlled, I guess.
Listen, Lulu enacted her revenge for it.
Yeah, exhaustion levels, fun stuff. And eventually, Yenogu themselves showed up. The demon lord of all gnolls showed up, and shit was getting real nasty. And I believe someone else died during the fight with Yenogu. I believe it was Mortis. Let me double check my notes. Mortis is our Kenny of this campaign. Either way, Mortis was essentially chewed up and eaten by Yenogu. And eventually Yenogu ran off before dropping Mortis out of his jaws, and Zariel showed up and brought back Mortis from death. After which, Zariel asked the party, would you do this, would you not do this, would you sacrifice yourself to do this? People said their answers, and before you all knew it, the vision ended with you all standing before the Bleeding Citadel's altar for the Sword of Zariel, and realized the only people that could lift up the sword were those who did not die during the vision. Unfortunately, Mortis was the one who wanted to take the sword for themselves, but at the end of the day, Salyn picked up the Sword of Zariel, attuning to it automatically, and essentially being destroyed in the process, and being reborn essentially as this celestial mirror, the celestial version of herself. The best version of herself, essentially. With angel wings, eyes of just radiant pools of silver. And with that, the sort of scab surrounding the Bleeding Citadel exploded, as did the Bleeding Citadel itself, ejecting all the fiends and demons living inside, killing most of them while some scurried off to tend to their wounds. with you all kind of standing there in the remains of the Bleeding Citadel, uh, Lulu trumpeting happily at all of her regained memories. And that's what we're going to pick up this week.
When we pop out of the dream, like
Yeah.
the last time we were in a dream, do we come back with like full health and all our spell slots?
How would I double check? Because I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Because if not, I could use a long rest.
You do not.
Okay.
Great. We're gonna have to rest up soon, guys. These old bones aren't what they used to be.
Salyn, how are you feeling?
Why would I feel anything less than perfectly fine?
Perfectly fine.
That was quite the transformation you underwent.
It would be better to think of it as an annihilation, but however you want.
Mildly disconcerting, but we will roll with that.
I'd like to go to bed, please.
Well,
Morris is just standing there, just dripping blood.
Yeah, this guy doesn't look so good.
before we batten down the hatches, Lulu.
Yeah.
So we have the sword.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do with it now?
Well, I think to redeem Zariel, we have to present the sword to her to kind of reclaim her angelic spark. There's a chance it could fail, though, and she might not be willing to kind of rejoin the celestial host. There's a chance she won't. There's a chance she won't be okay with that. Thankfully, there are some people that I think would show up and aid us that we've helped, like Elanthius, who was one of her Hell Riders, and I think also that giant demon we saved, Coach Koschitchi.
I remember.
He was very keen on getting his weapon back, his giant hammer back, and I think she's in possession of it. But I think if we're going to go after Zariel, just in case negotiations fail, we should maybe look for allies.
A great idea, Lulu. Absolutely marvelous. And I know just where to start.
Oh. Wonderful. Where?
That terrifies me more than anything else I've seen here tonight.
Full agreement.
Now you're just being
ominous.
dramatic. I have friends. You're not my only friends.
I wasn't disputing that fact.
I do not consider us friends.
It's just that your plans tend to involve a lot of insanity.
Or
I will accept that one. Yeah.
Or being displaced over many metaphorical miles by screwing up a teleportation.
All right, you go through one teleportation gate wrong one time.
One time is all it takes, my friend.
At least we had the bikes.
All I'm saying is that I have someone who would probably be willing to lend a hand, and that's something we could really use right now.
What about Mad Maggie?
But just the one hand, though.
I don't think Mad Maggie would be willing to fight against Zariel.
Should we go collect your little car thing? Should we go get that?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Enough time wouldn't have passed yet for it to be ready. Yeah, hasn't been enough time yet.
I don't know how time works.
Exactly, you're a celestial being.
I meant IRL, but yeah.
Time is an illusion.
Time
and
is
so is
meaningless.
death. And so are pants.
Well, who's your friend, Kronder?
Lulu, how much do you know about hell and the inhabitants of it?
I only know what I saw with Zariel, so I don't know of any friends.
Okay. Well, when I first got to hell, I fell in with this crew. They're pretty great. They have a lot of stuff. And they're real strong, like. And yeah, so.
Well, if you think they'd be willing to help us, it might be good to get some allies if we're gonna go against Zariel. Because when we go to Zariel, she's most likely going to be in the middle of the conflict of the Blood War. So maybe some allies to help us get through the demons we're going to have to cut through might be best. We're gonna be wading into a war zone. So.
Yeah. Well, then we'll definitely want my allies in the fight. Huh.
I wonder, kind of thinking aloud, we had some amicable chats with some of the ice devils of Mephistopheles. I wonder if they could be entreated to give us any aid.
It's always worth a try.
Don't the devils kind of work for Zariel on this level of hell?
She nods. Lulu. Yeah, devils on this layer work for Zariel, but Mephistopheles is a different layer. The thing is, though, I don't know how many devils would be willing to fight against another devil because they all kind of serve Asmodeus.
Well, that is why I'm thinking Mephistopheles. Even before coming here, I mean, I am a Mephistopheles tiefling. He is, how to put this delicately, a bit of a bastard-courted bastard with bastard feeling, even among devils. He is very interested in grabbing power wherever he can get it.
That's true. I just don't know if they'd be willing to help because Asmodeus is the one who put Zariel in power here. I don't know if he'd be willing to go against Asmodeus.
But Mephistopheles doesn't like Asmodeus. That is the interesting thing.
To openly challenge his power seems to go against the design.
Well, yeah, that's why.
Further, you seem to be very eager to rack up some very high debts with some very nasty people, and that sounds like a very bad idea.
We're already in hell. Where else could we go but up?
Well,
we are literally at the highest point in hell. We can fall so much further.
Well, we can go talk to Kronder's friends first, and if that doesn't prove useful, we can go try to bargain with this Mephistopheles.
And how are we gonna find Kochichi? Didn't he jump away?
I have a feeling
he did.
He went straight for Zariel. So he might be heading towards the war. And Lulu kind of points a trunk towards this massive flying fortress in the distance, like hundreds and hundreds of miles away. And kind of says, Zariel's usually fighting close to that.
Zariel.
I really wish I could find some of my old army members down here. This is the kind of place they would have ended up.
If your friends ended up here, they would most likely be Lemurays.
Fair enough. Useless then.
Remember the time you were
Sadly.
a Lemuray?
Like I said, useless.
I don't have any allies I could call on. The only people I could ever call allies are gutter snipes.
Who?
Gutter snipes,
Ragamuffins.
Yeah.
Shitlings.
Ragamuffins. Shitlings. Gonna have to check the library about these ones.
Well, Kronder, where do your friends reside down here? I can't imagine there's many hospitable places.
A good point. Y'all remember when we were at the obelisk, right?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Well, directly across that river is where my pal hangs out.
Oh,
I also don't tell him I said pal. I don't think he's gonna really go for the
I will
overfamiliarity.
intentionally mention that you call him pal.
it's across the river?
It's across the river.
Do I need to turn into my mammoth form to take you all across?
No, we can go back into the Arches of Ulok.
Mm.
Now that we know how they work.
Oh, yes, that is correct.
Should we get away from the destroyed scab?
Oh, what a great idea. It's
And-
gross as fuck over here.
Find a safe place to recuperate and then go see your not pals.
I mean, there ain't many places safer to sleep in than a celestial temple in the middle of hell.
We could also head back to the crypt of the Hell Riders and get what's his face. Just have a chat with him.
Alanthius.
Alanthius, yeah.
To the east, you also see one of those flying fortresses that Lulu pointed to with her trunk, but this one's kind of crashed into the ground and kind of just like ruined. And she's like, "There's always that place, but it could be teeming with demons and devils."
Oh, but I want to snoop. Ah.
I mean, that's always somewhere we can check out later.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe after Mortis stops bleeding.
That would be quite wonderful.
Are you like really low?
Yes, below 20%.
Hmm. Shoot. Mortis, I could fix you up, but then I wouldn't be able to use Windwalk until after a rest, so.
Well, that's it. I could partially patch myself up, but it'd be better if I just took a long rest, because then I'd have to recharge the patch up points anyway.
If you all want, I could turn into my mammoth form and fly us to where we need to go, and you all can just sleep on my back. I can fly really slow, so it takes, as long as you need.
Yeah, I kind of want to save the mammoth form, though, for when we're getting attacked by something again.
That's understandable.
I also worry about sleeping on top of a very large, slow-moving target. I feel like I'm kind of glowing a little bit, and sort of like I painted a big target symbol on my back.
Yeah, a celestial being in Avernus definitely.
On your back, on your front, on your face, just kind of everywhere.
2 eyes that are just like arrow goes here.
It's kind of like you're constantly shooting flares into the air.
Honestly, it hurts a little.
It
what are you all
kind
talking
of does.
About? The only thing I see on her back is a pair of wings.
Exactly.
But yeah, who would have thought Salyn would have grabbed the sword?
I mean...
Not her, I'll tell you that much.
I knew she had it in her.
So what's the plan? Where are we going?
Do you want me to just set up my dome here?
Let's just get some sleep first.
Alright. I'm gonna ritually cast Liamon's tiny hut.
Alright.
Do I sleep in this form?
Let me double check. I believe you still do.
Okay, cool.
Because I don't think it changes.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Sword of Zariel.
Alright. It doesn't say anything about sleeping.
No. Do have true sight though, but that's
You do have true sight now, yeah. Your eyes are turned into like luminous pools of silver. You get feathered wings that are like constantly sprouted from your back. The sword sheds light in a 5 foot 5 foot light, 5 foot dim.
I'm also holding a big target.
You are gonna ping so hard every time Mortis uses Divine Sense. He can already feel the headache coming on.
Hello, it's me. Did you forget about me? What up?
Hey.
Hi. Hey.
All right, Kroner, you finished casting Tiny Hut. Everyone's kind of inside of it. Yeah. Lulu kind of just like paws at the ground a little bit, does like a little dog walk in a circle and just falls asleep.
Adorable. I love her.
Yeah.
Wonder what your friends are gonna think.
I'm gonna cast Good Berry. If anybody, would anyone care for a Good Berry? And they're just like glowing and white.
I would love a good berry. Thanks.
I would love one of those, please.
Crunch.
I do not remember the last time any of you ate, so
Yeah,
In a hot minute, I'm gonna have 2.
that's not how.
Made me feel good.
I can only imagine, like, as
Hence the name.
Sephron like eats it, it kind of burns going down.
Nah, it's
Jeez, it
yummy.
keeps
It's a
like-
good berry.
Yeah,
It's a
very
holy good berry.
You know, I think that's giving me a little bit of heartburn there.
Mm.
You need a calcium tablet? I always
We
keep
need-
them on me.
I think we need to get you some taters is what we need.
Some unholy calcium tablets. Yeah,
Choking like lembas.
yeah. I can feel the sizzling in my esophagus. I don't think that's a good thing.
Hey, Salyn, do you mind if I just
Hmm?
get some measurements of your wings and stuff? It's just I've never seen anything like this before, and I'm pretty interested.
I guess go for it.
Thanks. And because he doesn't have like a measuring tape, he's gonna like use his hands to be like, all right, the wings are 7 Kronder hands long.
That unit of measurement means almost nothing to me.
You know, I was once trained by a wizard, and he told me that the best way to keep your secrets is to do everything in a code that only you understand.
Huh.
Until
He's
anyone
not
tries to
wrong.
reproduce your results, then you can't publish that in a journal.
I'm not trying to publish anything. I want to write the book and put it in my library.
Publishing secrets sort of makes them much less secret. But I do admire the rigor, Saffron.
By the way, while we're on this subject, may I see the sword for a moment?
Absolutely not.
Why is that? Don't you trust me?
I will trust you once you have earned it, and you have yet to do so.
I've fought with you since we came here. Does that not?
We are
You
just
almost killed
meeting
Mortis, like,
for the
15 hours
first
ago.
time, and I would consider that a point in your favor. I am not the person you knew, and I bristle at being treated like her. So, bear in mind.
Fair enough.
I guess you really do count as a kid now. You're less than 24 hours old.
A couple hours. However, I think this sword may even be older than you. So,
But I'm not talking to the sword, am I?
I think you might be. Like, where does New Salyn end and the sword begin?
Where do we all end and begin? What
I
is
mean-
consciousness?
are we having an actual discussion on the nature of existence and
I mean, we
the
can if we
ordering
want.
of the universe?
We can
I
do
prefer
that, but
not
I'll
to.
fall asleep even faster, I'll be honest.
Speaking of good night,
Mortis just like settles himself like cross-legged on the floor, bows his head, and he's out like a light. Just in that military fall asleep wherever you can style.
I like to think Kronder lays down in an X formation, no matter where he is, but like face first, you know? And he's
Kind of
just
like
good
a
with
baby
that.
owl.
I feel like I'm being attacked for how I sleep.
The starfish.
Yeah. Yeah, Zephyrin
Yeah.
kind of lays down, but anyone who might be paying attention notices her eyes are definitely lingering on the Sword of Zariel.
Tell you one thing, Kronder doesn't fucking notice. The man is out.
Face down. Yeah.
Does Salyn notice? I feel like Salyn is just like wings, like kind of like a big wing sensory deprivation egg to meditate in.
Like that one scene in Digimon when they're fighting Venom Myotismon and he's like launching blasts at Angemon and Angemon and they're using their wings as shields.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdly specific but excellent reference.
It
Thank
is.
you. I think about it very constantly. It was a very defining moment of my childhood, apparently.
So everyone, I guess, lays down for a long rest.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. Sleepless night. You all have dreams. Minus Salyn, you do not have a dream. You kind of just sleep, and before you know it, your eyes are open 8 hours later, and you all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Weird.
What did I dream about?
Your friends and the possibilities of what might happen if you go see them today.
Ah,
Mm.
Oh damn, those friends.
Mortis, you dreamt of being back on the material plane with your dwarven friends,
Aw.
getting absolutely hammered in the tavern. Zephyrin, you dreamt of having the Sword of Zariel in your grasp, and things not looking so well for others, and for yourself, in fact. And you all wake up. Lulu wakes up, kind of trumpets
Yay.
as she wakes up, and the tiny hut just disappears as you all wake up.
Sweet.
ugh. It's like, let the old man cracks.
And
Mortis is right along with them.
your infernal machines, the Devil's Ride, the 2 motorcycles, the engines are still going. It is 24 hours, not 8 like I thought.
Oh.
So they are still running.
Perfect.
They're just kind of quietly rumbling beside the tiny hut. Actually, no, they're nowhere near the tiny hut because did
No,
you guys
they're
walk?
outside of the scab.
Yeah.
Did you walk towards the bikes, like do a walk and talk? I imagine you did.
I assume we're always
Yeah.
walking and talking.
Okay, because
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
you'd be like a good miles away from the bikes, everything, and they might be stolen. All right,
Yep.
yeah. You get up. The bikes are right there. They were not stolen
Yay.
during the night while you were sleeping. Yeah.
And then let's be off to find your pally pals.
Hmm.
I swear to God, you're gonna get yourself killed.
Now,
Yeah.
Would you call them pedal pals?
I'm just saying, I have a lot of area of effect magic. I could take you both out at the same time.
That's not a nice thing to say to your friends.
and for what it's worth, I'd
Are you
prefer
kidding me?
that you didn't.
Are you kidding me? That's how you can tell we're good friends.
That's
No
true.
one threatens another person like a good friend.
I don't threaten people.
You should try it sometime. Try it on me, Lulu. Give me a threat.
I'm gonna heal you.
Oh, that was scary.
That was well done. Very well done.
Yes, it was very well done. I can't keep a straight face.
Mortis is gonna kick her in the leg.
Oh,
Always trumpet them if you really wanted to.
she's too cute to make. Like maybe if she was a mammoth and she said that, it would do something. But she's a little tiny tree trunks, you know.
You are kind of adorable.
Thank you. So we're going to your friends today, Kronder?
Yeah, so we gotta drive to the gate thing,
Mm.
and we're not gonna fuck it up this time.
Okay.
And we're also hopefully not gonna get attacked by anything on the way there.
I mean, I could probably get us there a lot faster.
How?
Teleport.
No, just with a spell, I would just turn us all into like a wind. I believe Mortis has referred to it as a flying fart, except it would be very quickly. Fast
The flying part.
Oh, so that one spell that Zephyr's used a couple times, but it's like always really slow, but like fast.
Yeah,
Got it.
faster than the Devil's Rides. I believe they were like what, 120 feet?
Devil's Rides. Oh man, it's been a hot minute.
Oh wait, I got it.
Those grads go
Extras. I got them right here.
Yeah, they are 120 feet every 6 seconds.
Yeah. But if we want to keep a lower profile, we could motorcycle. Although we would be invisible. Gust of wind.
But then we wouldn't be bringing our, the motorcycles with us. And who knows? Even if you can transport us in the way you claim, you might be able to get a pretty soul coin for some of these.
I would rather not.
It's a fine currency, and a girl does need diamonds in order to potentially, not
resurrect.
do that thing that Mortis really needs to have done like every single day so far.
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure I'm on a first name basis with some of the dwarven death gods at this point.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure you have a reserved chair in the Raven Queen's tea parlor.
Wherever I end up.
Wherever. But yeah, if we ever end up passing by that bazaar, I may make a brief stop just to get some diamond dust.
How powerful of magic are we talking here, Salyn?
Pretty powerful. I would need some holy water, is the thing.
I don't have any of that.
No, I thought perhaps Mortis could provide that.
Yeah, he's a water skin full of it.
Mortis is gonna pull out his water skin of holy water.
But if we want to keep the Devil's Rides, we can just drive them to the gates.
I mean, we can do the wind walk thing, and then when we're done at my friend's house, we can get Lulu to teleport us to the Mad Maggie's. We can just pick up our car.
That's true.
I think
that is true.
I think it still needs a few more days, if I remember
Well,
correctly.
fucking never mind. Let's just take the motorcycle.
Let's hang on to these infernal machines.
Yes.
Okay. Who's gonna be driving the first one? Who's gonna be driving the second one?
Who wants to turn driving?
I say we give the new kid a turn on one of them.
I was planning on flying alongside them and not touching those things, to be perfectly honest.
They're
All
just
right,
gonna
I
let
get
the
the
soul
kids
be
bike
wasted.
then.
You still need them? Frankly, I'm having a hard time mustering up empathy for a soul that was damned to hell anyways.
Great.
I'm really trying to focus at the task at hand.
I'm gonna hop on with Mortis.
Okay, who's steering that one? Mortis or Kronder?
Mortis.
Okay.
And Zephyr will take the other one.
Okay. And what's Salyn doing?
I'll just fly.
Okay.
I can fly
90
feet.
yeah.
So if I dash...
You'll be keeping up relatively okay.
Yeah.
And even if you're not dashing, you'll be like at least 30, like about 30 feet behind.
Yeah.
All right. So, you both, Mortis and...
Well, I can fly now, y'all. It's tight.
It's pretty tight.
It's cool.
So, Sephron, you are alone on the other one. Lulu's going to kind of perch in Kronder's lap.
Aw.
And you all Well, the funny thing is, Kroner and Salyn or Kroner and Lulu are almost the same size. All right, so Mortis and Sephron, you guys start driving. For the first half hour, as you guys start to get too near the crypt of the Hell Riders. Ooh, a natural 20. Nothing happens for the first half hour. You can kind of see like dust in the like dust blowing and like kind of like those like sand tornadoes that you can see sometimes in like open fields. And in the distance, you can hear the screaming and shouting from the Blood War underneath that flying fortress. Even though it's hundreds of miles away, you can still hear the screaming and the battle from here, and the occasional like red lightning bolt hit the ground and hear screams just intensify. The next half hour is you kind of drive past this massive looking thing called the Demon Zapper. Nothing happens again. Just a relatively boring drive. Again, you can see the war in the distance happening. More lightning kind of flying. You see fiends kind of flying through the air around the fortress. Again, it's a couple hundred miles away, so you guys are essentially just going by unseen. And for the last half hour or so, taking you to the Arches of Ulok, where the teleportation stuff happens. Nothing happens again. A rather uneventful drive for an hour and a half, and you kind of pull the bikes up to the Arches of Ulok, and the individual who was kind of manning these arches before, or who was trapped there, the Bulgura, is no longer there.
Anyone get a weird feeling that we burn all our luck in fights when we're on our bikes?
That did seem very easy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been in a scab for a long time.
That was that we tend to do I have a feeling that something's screwy with our luck here.
I mean, I feel like we are moving perhaps just a little bit too quickly for something to try and kill Mortis, so...
Yeah, 120
Maybe
feet
that's
every
it.
6
We just have to
seconds.
stay on the move the whole time.
120 feet every 6 seconds is faster than a dragon flies. So, it's real fast.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, before we go through these arches, there's a couple things we gotta get out of the way.
Yeah.
Salyn, Mortis, you should wait outside.
Why?
Why?
Well, you, Salyn, because of the whole celestial thing you got going on.
What about me?
Yes.
Lulu will be fine. I can protect Lulu.
Are you saying that because of my former holy associations?
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll wait outside. I have some work I can do.
At least until I can, talk to them. Let them know that you guys are cool.
Oh, excellent. I get to make friends.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, but you never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to the Arches of Ulok. You know how it works now. You point to the map, and you teleport there, or if it's a location you've been to before, you just say the name as you walk through.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna point out a spot that's like I don't want to show up right at the tower, so probably at the base of the cliff type thing.
So right here, or sorry, that's nowhere near where we're going to go. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
And are we gonna come through the teleport and just hide somewhere?
So that's up to you guys. I'll show. Okay. Here's what we'll do in character. So this is where we're gonna pop out. Now y'all can stay here, and we can meet back up with you via Lulu, if you want, or you can come through the arches, but just stay hidden while we go up.
Is there some way you can keep a line of communication open with us so we know if
Let me check one of my spells.
things go completely Pear-shaped.
Because it's been a really long time since I have checked my spells.
Mm.
5th level. Yes, I can. So I can ritually cast Rary's telepathic bond. Rary's a great guy.
Friend of yours?
No, he died hundreds of years ago. I'm just a real big fan of his work.
All right.
And then we can all talk to each other in our minds over any distance.
Do you want to stay on this side of the arch or the other side, Mortis?
Up to you. I'll just stick with you.
Hmm.
Be easier to help them if they get in trouble on the other side,
Yeah,
though.
I don't recommend anyone stay behind, like, on the other side of these arches.
We'll go together and we'll try to stay hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And I'll go with Kronder.
Great.
This is gonna go so well.
It is.
More.
I'm so excited. It's been... How long have we been hanging out?
I think it's a couple weeks. At least for
Been
you,
a-
Kronder.
Couple weeks since I've seen the guys.
Actually,
Several hours.
Kronder, I think it's been a week.
It's been a week since I've seen the guys. Wow, it's been a busy fucking week, y'all.
Yeah.
It has been a very
It has,
busy week.
yeah.
I'm quite exhausted at this point.
A week in hell. A week for Kronder. Everyone has been kind of in this adventure for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right. So you get up to the arches, Kronder, with the map. What are you doing?
I'm pointing to the base of the cliff area, and
Okay.
I'm walking through with everybody
You all
together.
Yeah.
walk through, leaving the bikes on the other side, and you all disappear. And you get to the base of this cliff, and kind of just on top of this cliff, on the other side of the river Styx, a dark tower looms on the horizon. Its black spire rising hundreds of feet, its ramparts bristling with charred skulls mounted on iron spikes. The tower's apex splits into 5 narrower spires that jab at the sky like clawed fingers. Circling above the tower's peak is a great white dragon stained with ash and soot.
Hmm.
As you get closer to the tower, you notice figures shuffling atop its ramparts, undead guards in various states of decay.
Alright, this is maybe a little bit too close for you guys to be hiding.
Charming friends of yours.
It's hell, Salyn.
And as you're,
Really? How long have we been here?
as you're all kind
No
of,
one told
as you're all
me.
standing here talking, you can hear someone coming, kind of walking down these stone steps, and kind
Hide.
and kind of coming down this rocky slope towards where you ended.
Mortis is gonna hide himself.
All right, there are rocks nearby. Make anyone who's trying to hide right now make a stealth check.
This is gonna go so badly.
This is gonna go so badly. Ah, that's so bad.
What'd you get?
A 2.
A 2.
Ugh.
Those just the
Yeah.
celestial glow and those
It
big
teetered
wings.
on an 18.
Oh no, Mortis. What do you
I rolled with disadvantage. I got a 19 and a 10, so that
Alright.
is -2, 8.
Kroner, do you want Lulu to hide as well?
Nope.
Okay. And Stefan, are you hiding or no?
Nope. She's...
Oh no, that's a 14.
A 14.
Never mind.
Cool. Both fail. This figure kind of walks down the ramparts, and you kind of like dash to get out of the way, but the celestial glowing and the wings they're hard to miss.
Yep.
Kind of coming in this rampart, and you all see this
This is not gonna go
This-
well.
grayish tortle individual with a massive shell, and the shell is kind of made of like these massive spikes, kind of, and there's runes not runes, but there's like a language carved into the shells. And this massive turtle is wearing kind of like these steel bracers made of what carved like to look like skulls and everything, and on the knees the same kind, and they're kind of wrapped around the flesh, secured in place with iron chains. And this turtle's walking with this massive maul that looks like it's made of 2 gigantic skulls of black metal, and there's like green, like kind of like smoke emanating from the mouths of these skulls.
It's quite metal.
Yeah, oh, it's super metal. And walking with this turtle are 4 ghouls, undead ghouls. And he approaches and he goes, "Hello, Cronder.
Oh, Kroll, how are ya?
Wonderful. And oh, I see you brought friends for us."
Kind
Morgan.
of. Kind of. I actually need to talk to you and Archon about this group specifically.
Oh, wonderful. This way. And he kind of turns around and starts walking up the slope. The ghouls kind of and they kind of slowly shamble after Krull. What is everyone else doing?
All right, really quickly, you were spotted. It's fine. It happens. Don't talk. Be on your best behavior. Because if they decide to kill you, I am not helping.
You bastard.
Listen, we all gotta take care of ourselves, you know?
I know.
Explicitly not the purpose of being here, but fine.
Okay. Great.
All right.
This fucking sucks.
Do you all fall after Krull?
Different does.
Grounder does.
May as well, yeah, why not?
Lulu's like, I don't like these guys. He gives off a really weird vibe.
Yeah, he's just kind of like that.
And Lulu's actually gonna perch on Salyn's shoulder this time.
Yeah.
And as you guys are kind of walking up the slope, in the distance you can see this massive dragon skull kind of built into the side of a mountain. And all around this tower you see 50 skeletons and 30 zombies just guarding the tower, kind of patrolling it, standing in the ramparts and everything. And also kind of flying around the top of the tower is that adult white dragon, who then at this point perches on the top of the tower and just looks down at all of you as you walk underneath. Just this massive adult white dragon just...
I'm gonna yell up a greeting in Draconic.
Okay. It responds in Draconic and just says, "Hello, Cronder."
Nice to see you again.
And in Draconic it says, "Are these snacks?"
Not yet.
Good. And
Chrome dirt. If you get us killed, I'm gonna fuck you up so bad.
and the dragon just perches on the tower, and you can kind of hear what sounds like distinct purring sounds coming from it. Like it's very pleased.
So badly.
And you all kind of get led into this sort of what looks like a sort of campsite. And you guys eventually get led to a colossal dragon skull that leans against the mountainside, surrounded by bones the size of houses. Acrid smoke rises from the skull's maw. A military tent has been pitched among the bones, and parked next to it is a 2-wheeled infernal war machine, a devil's ride. Gathered around this tent are a dozen chattering reptilian humanoids with gleaming swords, white scales, and white leathery wings. And Krull kind of looks at the 3 of you and Lulu and says, "You all wait here. Cronder and I have to talk." And
Mortis sits down.
Yeah, there's chairs to sit down, there's like stuff set up. And a lot of these white dragon-like humanoids all kind of turn to the 3 of you, and they kind of approach and make sure the 3 of you kind of sit still and don't follow.
Remember, guys, best behavior.
And if I recall how many of there are, did I say how many there are here? A dozen, so 12 of them.
Okay.
Kind of standing here, just... Sephron, you would know these to be white Abishai.
Ah.
And there are 12 of them, and they're just kind of standing here keeping guard, essentially making sure none of you kind of wander off or kind of go where you're not allowed, essentially.
Okay.
Cool.
He kind of goes, "Listen. Hello, Avishai friends."
It just says in Infernal, and it just says greetings in Infernal.
Fair enough.
And Krull's like, "Cronder, this way."
Yes, sir.
And
Just like marching really happily.
Okay. And Kronder and you guys watch as Kronder and Krull kind of walk about another couple 100 feet away to the tent that's resting up against the mountainside. And Krull makes sure the others aren't following, and then kind of gestures for Kronder to step inside, and then Krull will follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Kronder, you step into the tent, and standing.
I'm so anxious, y'all.
And standing there at kind of this war table almost, you see a red dragonborn with plate armor, a green frayed cloak, a huge battle axe on his side. And his left hand is kind of green and necrotic and kind of running down to his elbow. Like it's not his actual hand, it's a hand he's kind of put on, and it's slowly consuming him. And beside him,
Is it the hand of someone we should care about, maybe?
Yeah, essentially. And kind of in the corner, chewing on bones, is this massive manticore. And standing near Archon is his bodyguard, Toragar. This kind of massive minotaur, bare-fleshed, only really wearing like a massive gold and iron-plated like girdle. Gold-plated like kind of greaves, gold-plated gauntlets, gold kind of rings around the horns, a big gold septum piercing, kind of gold braids through this very pointed beard, and wielding two golden scimitars, both slid into his sides, and Torgar just kind of has his arms crossed looking at you, Kroner, and just kind of nods at your arrival. And Archon goes, "Well, Kroner, how goes it?"
Oh, it's been pretty good so far, Arky. How you been?
Don't call me that.
You know, I just really think if we started using pet names with each other, it would kind of foster... you know what? Whatever. It's not that important.
Krull tells me you have brought me some individuals again. Which one is the sacrifice this time? The elf?
Okay.
And then he points to Lulu. And she's like, no.
Did Lulu come with?
Oh, no, she didn't. She stayed with Salyn.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's going to be like, the elephant or the elf. The
What
other
about
two
the dwarf?
The other two don't ping as good.
Huh. Well, if I had known that, I wouldn't have forced Mortis to hide. Well, the thing about that is that neither of them can be a sacrifice just yet.
Understandable. Yes, Lord Archon. The elf seems to be wielding the Sword of Zariel.
Yeah.
Now that is interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Why are you here then, Kronder?
So I went to go talk to them, meet them, bring them back. But we kind of fell into some adventuring stuff. It turns out they're here to take out Zariel. And so I kind of jumped on the opportunity.
That is very interesting.
And
why come here then with them if they're not meant for sacrifices?
Because we're going to be going after Zariel soon, and we need allies.
If I send my forces with you all to fight Zariel, what do I get in return? I'm already sort of focused on bringing our queen back.
Well, see, here's what I've been thinking. Here's the thought, is that obviously our studies haven't been going superbly. She's still trapped. But if we get rid of Zariel, that leaves her to take over this entire plane of hell. So at least she has this entire plane of hell while we work on freeing her, while we do our experimentation.
That's a good idea, Kronder.
Thanks.
I'll send some forces in the fight. I have one request.
Yes.
You bring me the head of Zariel.
Why?
A trophy.
Good point.
I think our queen would really like it.
I also think she would like it.
Good. Should we go speak with her?
Yes.
All right, this way. Krull, Torgar, make sure that our guests are comfortable. Chongo, stay. He says to the Manticore, and he turns and leaves the tent, but doesn't exit the tent in the way he came in. He goes to the other flaps and starts walking down a dark tunnel. Kronder, this way.
Yes, sir.
I believe this is the first time you'll be communing with her in the flesh.
I'm very excited.
And you two start
I
walking
brought
down
some soul coins for her.
She'll like that. And you two start walking down the corridor. Meanwhile, the three of you are kind of just outside this tent. The white Abishai kind of just glaring at you all, keeping an eye on you. The dragon perched on the tower is kind of shifting and looking. Lulu's kind of nervously trying to hide in Salyn's wings. And Krull, that kind of turtle, walks out of the tent. And that Minotaur I described also walks out. And they both kind of look at you all. Krull, or Torgar's silent. Krull's just like, there'll be a few minutes.
Mortis has like a bunch of his blacksmithing tools out, and he's doing like repairs on his armor, and he's still working on that spiral that just seems to be emanating outwards from the central of his shield, and it's starting to look really ragged. Like it started really smooth, but as it goes out further, it starts getting really kind of ragged and choppy and kind of starts looking a lot more chaotic. It's really starting to look like he might be losing a little bit of something as the bigger the spiral gets.
Okay. Salyn, Sephrin, you doing anything specifically while you're kind of just in this camp area?
I'll just tinker around with alchemist stuff, elixirs and whatnot.
Okay.
I mean, feel like I don't have a book to be writing all the sins I've witnessed down, but
There's a lot here.
I know, probably just kind of like keeping a mental tally of every affront to all that is good in the world. And when I get my hands on a book, I'm gonna write it down.
Okay. Krull kind of approaches the three of you. That Torgar kind of just standing at the tent, almost like he's guarding it. Turtle approaches and goes, "So, what are you all doing in Avernus? Kronder tells me you're here to stop Zariel."
That's pretty much it.
Well, I mean, technically, we came here to release the city of Elturel.
Oh, noble cause. Yes,
Yeah,
those souls are soon to be doomed to the sticks. And he kind of like points to Elturel, and you can see it's fallen a little more since you all arrived. And it's maybe a mile or so. Actually, not a mile. It's about maybe, at this point, 2,000 feet or so above the river Styx. Once it crashes into the Styx, those souls will be turned into demons and devils. It'll be interesting to see.
We were in Avernus when someone tried to do the same thing there. Some of us were.
What do you mean this is Avernus?
Oh,
Elturel.
Do you mean Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Retcon, please retcon that.
Yeah.
Some of us were in Baldur's Gate when they tried to pull the same thing there.
Well, a good thing it didn't succeed.
Yeah, it really would have been a pain in the ass.
Do any of you know Draconic?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, cool. You can't read this on his shell then.
I do.
I know. He's just like, well, enjoy the sights. Just don't go into the tower, please. And he kind of just sits on.
Did not
he just sits at
dream of it.
Good. And he kind of just sits at it on a nearby table, pulls out what looks like a skull that still has some flesh attached to it and hair. He pulls out a knife and he just starts like cleaning the skull off, like scraping the flesh off. Just adding this to the collection, and he points to the spikes.
You wouldn't happen to have some metal to do some armor repairs, would you?
I might somewhere. We'll look for it when Kronder gets back.
Fair enough. Mortis is just gonna keep. Mortis at that point checks out, and now he's just working on his armor.
Okay. And at this point, Kronder and Archon, you eventually get to this like interior chamber. It takes about 20 minutes to walk to, and there's torches like all along the wall that are made of like bones. And in this interior chamber, it's your first time ever being here, Kronder. And there's just kind of this open space of just smoke and fire. You can't see anything in it. And as you approach, you hear a voice. The people outside actually hear the voice as well. And as this voice echoes out, you kind of see Krull drop to one knee and kind of bow like this. And Krull does it, and so does Torgar. And a lot of the undead in the ramparts, you see them do it too. And the dragon up on the perch also kind of looks like it does a bow. And Kronder, you hear a voice, but it sounds like 5 voices at once. And it's like, well,
Toy.
Archon and Kronder, why are you here?
Hello, my queen. First things first, I brought this offering. And I set down all 10 of my soul coins.
Okay. The smoke kind of moves. You don't see anything in the smoke, but the smoke kind of rolls forward, and the 10 soul coins disappear. Just...
Yeah.
Thank you, Kronder.
Literally anytime.
Kronder. Oh, yeah, and Archon is also kneeling on one knee and kind of like doing this.
Oh, yeah, very much also doing that.
Kronder is here. He has something to tell you about Zariel.
Okay, yeah. So, I was out running my errands. There's this adventuring group that had a couple souls that felt like they would be good for Archon. So I went to check them out. And as I was leading them back to the tower, we started adventuring. And I discovered that they are currently trying to take out Zariel. And so I decided to really jump on board with that and thought, perhaps if we got rid of Zariel, then you could take over her job as owner of this plane of hell, this level.
And just so everybody knows, this entire conversation is happening in Draconic.
Yes.
So to anyone who doesn't know, it just sounds like and the smoke kind of dissipates, Kronder, and you just see 10 sets of glowing eyes in the smoke, just
Ugh.
all kind of side by side though. It's not like they're mismatched and weird. It's just all like side by side. And it said, and the voices all say, "Do they have the weapon?"
Yes, Your Majesty.
Kronder, you have done well. Archon, you have not. You possess the hand of Vecna, yet you make no progress. I'm sorry, my queen, but it's been more difficult than we've imagined. The hand has been slowly decomposing me. I don't care. Kronder has done far more than you have, and he's been here less. And there's like a quick flash of movement, Kronder, and all that smoke disappears, and you see 5 separate dragon heads. And one of the dragon heads lurches towards Archon, bites down on his right arm, bites it clean off, and he lets out a scream. And as he lets out the scream, you can see his flesh start to like wither and sink into his bones, and he just collapses to the ground dead.
Yikes.
And the other 4 heads dart towards the body of Archon and start ripping it to pieces and eating it. And then the 5th head kind of look at you, the one that bit off the arm, and it kind of comes like face like into your face, like this close, and drops the hand at your feet and says, "Kronder." And it's just one head speaking this time. "Will you fail me like he did?"
Not a chance.
"Put out your hand."
Yes, ma'am.
And with a flash, she bites forward and bites off your right arm up to the elbow. You don't. It hurts, but just as quick. She puts that hand on the stump. And Kronder, you automatically attune to the hand of Vecna.
Jesus fucking Christ!
With some extra stuff that is not on the hand of Vecna, but I did. So,
Dude.
with it, while you were you can automatically attune to the hand of Vecna, like automatically. While attuned to this artifact, because I rolled for the major beneficial properties and whatnot.
Okay.
While attuned to this artifact, you are immune to disease. While attuned to this artifact, your intelligence score increases by 2, so it goes from 20 to 22.
Iconic.
While attuned to this artifact, non-magical flames are extinguished within 30 feet of you.
Super cool.
And yeah, she puts the hand where your stump is. So there's a brief sense of pain, and then you look in your left hand. Oh wait, the hand of Vecna is right-handed, so it would have been your right hand. You have just this entirely green, kind of glowing, undead-looking right arm with little claws on the end of it, like little long fingernails. And yeah, if you also look through the Eye of Vecna stuff, you see what you get too as well. You get some nice stuff.
Do I add that to my equipment?
You do, yes.
Just type in Hand of Vecna.
You do. You click it and hit attune.
So, weird question, but did the hand, like, adjust its size to Kronder's?
Yes.
I was
Okay.
wondering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, Kroner, you feel just power surge through your veins.
Come on, but how awesome would it be to hurt Cromder to have this giant
It's like
fuck-off
a-
hand?
Big arm.
Oh, right, he would love it.
And after like the other four heads finish like eating Archon, they turn to you and say, "The others will follow you now, Toragar. Krull. If they don't, kill them."
Yes, my lady. 100%. I gotcha.
And she disappears back into the fire and smoke.
Great. Cool.
Yeah, Kroner.
And I'm gonna, like, very happily waddle away.
Okay, just doop.
Just, like, flexing my new hand.
Okay, it's so good.
I can't wait to read about it.
Yeah. Your strength becomes 20 with it as well.
Fuck.
I believe your spells also get like additional cold damage or something.
Any melee spell attack you make with the hand and a melee weapon attack made with the weapon held by it deals an extra 2d8 cold damage on a hit.
And some other cool stuff.
Not bad.
You also get charge-based spells. You start walking out, and those of you sitting outside, you kind of sense a shift in like how everyone feels and looks. You kind of see Toragar and Krull kind of look confused as to what just happened. And walking out of the tent, Kroner, as you walk back into the tent, you see Chongo, the Manticore, no longer there, almost like it was bound to Archon and just disappeared.
Damn, I was really hoping I was gonna have a pet manticore.
And then you walk out the other side of the tent, and you all see Kroner approaching. And you can see the right arm is kind of glowing and green.
Ooh, that looks like a really nasty. You know, I could make a balm for that.
Oh no, it's fine. You worry too much.
And Krull kind of looks at you and says, "Where's Archon?" And Toragar looks at you like,
In Draconic, I'll be like, all right, so he's dead. The mistress was very upset with him. You listen to me now, or I'll kill you.
And Krull and Toragar both drop to one knee and go, in Draconic, yes.
Okay, great.
Why do I get the feeling someone's ego is being inflated right now?
Yeah, I got a promotion. Yeah.
Great. So, do we have the
Allies?
assistants?
Yes, we do.
Okay, that is good. That is good.
All right.
So with this hand, you get some fun little. You get additional spells to play with. You get a lot of fun stuff to play with.
I need to change my intelligence.
Already did for you.
modifier. Thank you.
Yep, I'm adding all the additional stuff on here.
Iconic of you.
Damn.
Can't find a way to add immunity to disease, but that's fine. We'll remember that.
Isn't that that's in defenses, isn't it?
Yeah, can't find it.
Weird, because I have it on mine.
Yeah, I don't know if you can add it customly though.
Yeah, that's probably
I
it.
can't find it as a custom thing to add. Anyways, yeah. So you guys all see Croner with this like green right arm. It looks kind of withered, like it's undead almost, and the hands kind of has long fingernails on it.
Seriously, it's got aloe in it. It really helps with the skin.
No, trust me, I'm fine. Thank you.
It looks like that would just like itch or something.
That looks absolutely fucked up.
Croner,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It hurt for only a second.
And as you're all kind of sitting here, you see the white dragon that's on the tower fly down, just onto the ground in front of all of you. And in
Cool.
common, it says, Master Croner.
You know, this is better than a manticore.
Dragon now.
Do I know its name?
Yeah, I think I sent it to you, but if you don't remember, I'll pull it up in 1 second. The name
Thank
of
you.
this dragon is Obatala.
Obatala.
Adult white dragon Obatala.
Okay, great. We're good. We
What
still have
does
to go
the-
talk
What
to
does
some
the,
people.
what does the queen want from us?
Just to follow my lead. For right now, if you don't mind.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I guess you are not snacks then, she says to the other three in common.
Did you just take over this entire crew?
Yes.
For fuck's sake, Cromer, we said don't go starting shit.
I mean, in my defense, I didn't really start anything. I just finished it.
Alright, so where are we going next?
Is the best bad outcome.
We didn't stop at the Crypt of the Blood Riders, so we should do that. Because we gotta talk to... I'm never gonna remember his name. It's whatever.
Elanthius.
Elanthius, thank you, Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds that we could convince Haruman to help us fight Zariel, or do we think he's like really on her team?
Doubtful he's really on her side.
Then should we maybe
We
kill him
dispose of
preemptively?
him.
Yeah,
Yes, I think we should.
kind of agree.
I mean,
Do you think we can?
He'll most likely be at the battle with Zariel right now.
damn.
We could always just go fuck around in this hill again.
And
We could always.
Elanthius most likely is heading there as well to aid. You all, rather.
Okay, so it's two
Well,
of our
that's
allies already on
great.
their way.
The battle, it looks like, the battle is already happening. So,
So I guess we should discuss our strategy, and then I want to say the words that come to mind is haul ass to the battle.
Obatala kind of...
Well put.
When Archon got gobbled up,
Mhm.
did she leave his
Chomp, chomp.
battle axe?
Oh, yes. Fane Eater was left behind. I'll say you brought it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, I guess I could. I don't know if I.
You could wield it,
You could
technically.
I do have a 20 strength now.
just jacked.
But I don't know if I can. I don't think I can use it like proficiency wise.
Oh, if you don't have, if you don't have, you can use it, but it would be, the text would be with disadvantage if you don't have proficiency.
Yeah.
What do you
Mortis,
need? Yeah.
You think you could swing this axe around?
Looking at it, Mortis, you get the idea it's meant for evil clerics or paladins. You can only attune to it if you're an evil paladin or cleric.
You can swear fealty to
Evil.
the queen.
Why would I want to swear fealty to a dragon?
Not a dragon, the dragon.
Obatala looks at you as soon as you say that. Opens up
Yes.
its mouth and says, "Insult my queen again, and I will eat you where you stand."
He insults
Yeah.
everyone he really respects. It's a personality flaw.
Yeah, I mean, you know how dwarves are, yeah?
Morris is just gonna look over at Salyn and he's just gonna murmur, "Good thing I'm sitting then."
Okay, well,
Whenever
Yeah,
you're ready
what's-
to leave, Master Quonder, I will fly you there.
awesome. Thank you. You can go lay down for a bit if you'd like now.
Alright, one moment. She lets out a roar, and the doors of the tower open up, and you see additional dragons start to come out to get ready for the battle. What are they again? You all see kind of coming out of the base of the tower to kind of get ready and prep. A young black dragon, a young blue dragon, a young green dragon, and a red dragon wormling. And it looks like the undead, like the skeletons and the zombies, are also kind of coming down to start getting ready. And Kroll's like handing them armor and weapons. And the White Abishai are also getting ready. Like, this is an army you're basically amassing of like 50 skeletons, 30 zombies, dragons. Young dragons, rather. A massive adult white dragon. Kroll, Toragar, and all these 12 White Abishai.
Kroll,
Yes, my master.
I'm gonna need a better weapon for Mortis. Here, you should have the axe, though.
What the fuck are you
You're
talking
giving
about?
me Fane Eater?
Yes. Don't fuck it up.
He takes the axe and immediately looks at Mortis and hands Mortis that maul with the two massive iron skulls that are emanating green smoke. It is just a +1 maul. You do not need to attune to it.
That is perfectly fine.
And it is a one-handed weapon because it's a maul. You don't need two hands to wield it. So, oh no, it is. Sorry, it is a two-handed weapon.
That still works. I can still use it.
Yeah, so he hands you the +1 maul. It's made of black iron. The entire shaft of the weapon is made of just these black iron skulls. And then, you know what? How about I just send you a picture of what the weapon looks like
Yeah.
with what Kroll looks like in the picture he's wielding it.
Pretty dope looking.
Descent into Avernus group. There we go.
Say, Kronda,
Oh, look at this guy. He's so cute.
out of curiosity, do you think your friends would have a set of scale mail?
Fuck you.
I don't know, Kroll, do we have a set of scale mail?
He nods and walks over to one of the corpses of a humanoid laying nearby that they're about to put the skull on one of the spikes, and he just peels the scale mail off of this dead body and hands it to Kronder and just nods with a grunt. Just
Great, thanks. Here it is.
That's perfect. I've been meaning to upgrade my armor for quite a while now.
Great.
And whenever you're ready, the dragon says. The big white dragon says to Kronder.
All right, I need everyone to just stay at it, at the ready. Did we want to go talk to anybody else before we decide to go for Zariel?
I personally cannot think of anyone. Is there maybe any way we could get stronger ourselves?
A workout montage?
Yes.
It doesn't seem like there's enough time.
Okay. Time is an issue. Fuck, we just do it?
You wouldn't happen to have any plate mail lying around, would you?
Oh my god, just fucking ask Kroll.
Kroll, you wouldn't happen to have any plate mail lying around, would you?
At this point, you can see someone kind of like the undead walking into the cave where Archon's remains are, and they pull out this bloody plate armor that he was wearing. It's still dripping with his blood, like fresh.
That'll
get
work.
that plate mail.
And they
And he
give you
instantly starts setting it up, making it, customizing it, just knocking the horns off and making it look something he would want.
It is obsidian flint dragon plate.
Ooh.
Yes.
I don't
You
know if
were
that's
all so welcome.
I don't know if that's an actual item on D&D Beyond, but in his stat block it says obsidian flint dragon plate. If you want to see what his plate armor looks like that he's wearing, the cloak is also attached to it still, as are the shoulder pauldrons. And that's what Fane Eater looks like as well in the picture. But
Oh, cool.
so yeah, that armor's brought out for you, Mortis. The green tattered flowing cloak is still in the back of it. And Krull kind of
Oh, it is.
nice. Okay, yeah, obsidian. Yeah, you get yeah. Jeez, it's obsidian
Words.
flint dragon plate.
Oh my
Oh,
word.
it is on here. Yeah,
Oh, it's amazing.
it does not require attunement as well.
Sick.
Oh my god.
2 legendary items. Let's go, boom.
Yeah, you have the +1 maul from Krull, and then you get this armor.
And I still have a forward necklace of fireballs with 3
Mhm.
charges left.
It's true.
And then
So +2 plate mail. That's tight.
and then
So tight.
the white dragon kind of just says, "Are you all comfortable and ready?"
Sure.
Yeah.
Looks at the dragon looks at Sephron.
Guten Tag.
So, what is the plan, Grounder? We deal with Zariel. I heard you want to save Elturel, perhaps?
I mean, that's kind of on the bottom of my bucket list, personally.
Great. We here don't care about Elturel. We want Zariel.
Yeah.
We're not gonna kill Zariel, though. Right?
Lulu?
Yeah.
We're here to
yeah.
we're here to redeem her.
We're gonna try to redeem her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll? What do I need? Perception?
For what?
Insight? Insight.
For what? What are you trying to insight?
What are you trying to insight?
Trying to tell if he's. No. I can probably tell he's being sarcastic, right?
Who, Kronder?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, based off what you know about Kronder, he doesn't super care for redeeming people.
That's fair enough. That's definitely.
It's very easy to assume that he's just trying to placate Lulu.
Krull kind of looks towards where the battle is. He's like, they've shifted to fight under Elturel. She is currently under Elturel as we speak.
We could drop the whole city on her and trap her.
But then
Then
the people will fall into the Styx and be lost forever.
The people will fall into the Styx and be lost forever.
You know, the whole reason why we are here.
No, we're.
Just the mental image of Celestial Salyn being like just like right behind Lulu.
Salyn,
Mm-hmm.
you wield the sword of my best friend and former master.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to serve as your mount for the battle ahead?
Yes. That sounds like a very good idea. We will, and I'm gonna like kind of like forehead to Lulu's forehead, because I'm assuming she's like flying.
Yeah, she's currently flying.
Yeah. And just like say like very quietly and try to only get her to hear. We will redeem Zariel. It is all I care about at this point.
I hope so. Thank you. And she looks at Kronder. I'm ready.
Great.
And
How
she,
about you, Salyn?
I'm ready. Do we want a more solid plan? Discuss tactics?
Yeah, so are we
movement?
fighting our way to Zariel? Are we trying to, like...
Kroll nods and says, "We'll most likely have to
I
fight our way
imagine-
towards Zariel."
You all look like you're itching for a battle, anyways.
Yes, Kroll.
I mean-
How are our forces gonna get up there?
It's going to be very fun.
You have a
Love
really
it.
distinctive laugh.
Thank you.
This
I-
is not going.
All
to be
these
fun.
undead are my experiments. And watch this.
Oh.
And just for the sake of narrative and just for fun, he looks like he sacrifices a bunch of his life force to cast a spell. And he slams Fane Eater into the ground, the hilt, just... And he casts the fly spell, but I'm going to say just for the sake of fun, he sacrifices so much of his, like, just life force, not like taking away his health, but just like his lifespan, essentially.
Yeah.
And he casts fly on all of his undead, the 50 skeletons and the 30 zombies, just... And you can see him kind of wither a little bit as he does it. And he's like, "That's sorted."
It certainly is.
And then the adult white dragon, she kind of kneels down. Not kind of kneels down, but kind of like lowers herself so people can climb on board. So Kroll kind of climbs on, Torgar climbs on.
I climb on.
Okay.
I will bow and apologize for my remarks before climbing on.
Okay.
Zephyr will hop right on.
Okay. And Sephron, or Lulu kind of lands in front of Salyn and is like, "I'm ready to turn into a mammoth now."
Oh, you guys are gonna sit with me and not with the mammoth? Oh, okay. Sure.
And Lulu turns into
Yeah.
a gigantic golden mammoth, and Salyn, you can easily just fly up and land on top.
So, I will do exactly that.
Should Salyn take Lulu stats?
Oh, that would make a lot of
so
sense.
just add Lulu to
Yes.
your extras. She's a Holly. She
Extras.
doesn't have a stat block as Lulu. It's a Hollyphant. You have to add a Hollyphant to your extras. HOLLYPHANT if you can do that. And Kroll's like, "Let's get this show on the road. This is going to be so much fun."
I'm thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
What spell
Pet?
can I cast? Under extras.
Hollyphant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if she was a pet.
Yeah, she
Like,
can be,
you
she
know,
can be
what
whatever.
category?
Companion. She can be anything.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I'll just open up a tab with mammoth stats on it.
okay, she's a flying mammoth.
Yeah. What's her
And-
fly speed?
It's essentially, oh dear. It'll say on her little page.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's 120 feet. Damn.
Yeah, she's
fast.
fast. She's faster than a dragon.
Yeah.
She flies as fast as the Devil's Rides go.
That's so speedy.
The
God,
dr-
she's so good.
and the dragon, the big adult white
Die
dragon,
for
just
this fucking dragon.
lifts off into the air. This thing only flies 80 feet, but it lifts off into the air just with
That's
one
slower
big,
than me.
yeah, with just one big gust of its wings. It goes about 80 feet up into the air straight, just. And you're all 80 feet up in the air on the back of this adult white dragon, and it lets out a bellowing roar.
Can I add an adult white dragon to my extras?
Sure. And it immediately starts flying towards the city of Elturel, just. And you can see
I love it.
you can see Kroll holding up Fane Eater in the air, and the undead flying after, just. What about Salyn on Lulu?
Yeah, I think he's just looking like straight ahead,
Okay.
very focused,
All right.
trying to like just
Cool.
concentrate on the task at hand.
Lulu lets out a massive mammoth trumpet
Yeah.
and starts flying as well. As you all approach Elturel, it's maybe only a couple miles away. Elturel's fairly close to where you are currently. And behind you in the mountain, you hear what sounds like a rumbling, almost like a volcano's erupting.
Oof.
Just, And looking back, that top half of that mountain where Kroner just was explodes in fire. And you all watch as this massive shape starts crawling out of the remains of the mountain. A 5-headed, massive dragon-like entity, and just takes off into the sky and disappears.
Hey, Cromder, I think your queen over there is about to go kick some ass.
Very awe-inspiring, isn't it?
And then in Draconic,
That is
Kronder's
so
gonna loud at the top of his lungs, just like,
For the queen!
Kroll, for the queen! And the White Abishai all scream it in unison as they're flying behind as well in Draconic. And as you get close to Elturel, the white dragon just nosedives just straight towards the battle. Just and as it's nosediving, you all can kind of feel like this like a sudden G forces. You just get like pushed back a little bit. Kroll's just screaming with joy. Torgar completely silent the entire time.
Kronder does his classic evil cackle whenever he's really excited about something.
And as you're diving, you guys can see Elturel hanging above the river Styx. The iron spikes that anchor the city have dragged it nearly to the river's banks. Within a few hours, Elturel will sink into the Styx. Hordes of distant demons fly around the city like gnats, and a battle rages fiercely beneath it. Thousands of fiends clash in Elturel's shadow, and at their center stands a being wreathed in flames, striking down demons with tireless fury. And Lulu kind of points with her massive mammoth trunk now and says, "That's her. That's Zariel. She's standing exactly where she always does, where the fighting is the fiercest."
Oof.
I can't believe we're fucking doing this.
I know.
And as you're flying, the dragon kind of lands about maybe a couple 100 feet outside of the battle and says, "Everyone off."
Come on, you cowards. You can't live forever.
Well, she gestures at Mortis, Sephirin, and Kronder to get off.
Mortis is immediately off the dragon, ready for a fight.
Okay.
Sephirin dismounts.
Okay.
What happened to me being the master here? As I dismount.
The
It's
real
bigger than you.
Our queen is joining the battle soon as well. It's customary for us dragons to fight alongside each other.
All right, you make a good point.
I'd rather not start a fight with something that can eat me in one bite.
Kroll and Torgar still in the back. Kroll's like, this is going to be so much fun. And he raises Fane Eater, and the flying undead just rocket toward the flying demons circling the city. And then he kind of kicks the side of the dragon, and she just up in the air again, with Kroll and Torgar just on the back. And Lulu kind of leads you down towards the ground as well, Salyn, and lets you dismount.
Great. I'll flutter off.
She's like, "I'll be joining you all as well." And you can see the White Abishai flying into the scene as well, joining the conflict, cutting down demons just so easily, cutting down devils so easily. And as you all kind of get to where you are, you're currently in an open field that's bordering the river Styx. Zariel's about a mile away.
Okay.
And you guys have a little bit of time to plan your next move.
Perfect. So, I think we need to be very honest about what our motives are and what we hope to get out of this.
All right, I'll go first.
Please.
I want Zariel out of hell. Period. I don't care how it happens. I am more than happy to take her head, as long as she's out of hell and no longer the ruling archdevil.
I'd appreciate it if we didn't kill my best friend.
We are going to try to redeem her. That will get her out of hell.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm just here for a good time, not a long time.
We know.
And I'm here to fulfill my end of the bargain, so...
Which, enough of this airy-fairy bullshit. What is your end of the bargain?
Well, I did make a promise when I first agreed to adventure with you that I would help to release Elturel from the bonds of hell, and I'm fairly sure, well, Perhaps death will solve it, but I get the feeling redemption is a more solid path to that. And it involves us not getting the ever-loving bejesus kicked out of us. So, and speaking of which, she's going to tap Mortis on. Well, actually, she's going to pour some like golden liquid. That's actually golden. It's not.
Whoa,
down
you
his back.
really got to start warming those potions up.
And she's going to cast Death Ward
Probably
on Mortis.
pretty warm.
Nice. As
Like
you're
the
all,
ambient temperature of hell.
yeah. And as you're all talking and kind of figuring the plan out and whatnot, two horned devils, the same ones you fought before, that kind of were on
There it is.
one more. It was like hurling flames at you guys while Lulu was the mammoth. That fight.
Mm.
Two of them kind of break towards you, and they're chasing a fleeing Glabrezu. This massive kind of fiend with like pincer-like claws. These two horned devils chase after it and quickly cut it down, and it dissolves to ichor that flows into the sticks. And as you're all kind of standing there, the two devils see you, smile, and need everybody to roll for initiative.
All right.
And I need whoever is controlling Lulu for this fight to roll Lulu's initiative.
Me. Ooh, I rolled good. I'm gonna write mine
I rolled
down.
a 1.
Oh no.
All right.
I did not roll well.
So what did Lulu get for initiative? real
I
quick?
have not rolled hers yet. Hang on.
She would be
I
using
will
the
roll.
mammoth initiative, so D20 minus 1.
Oh. Oh, she got a 15 though.
So 15 total?
Yeah, she got a 16. So
Okay. So Kroner, what'd you get total?
1.
Okay. Sephrin.
7.
Salyn.
on my web, 22.
Me too. Mortis.
I also got 7. I have a -1 modifier.
All right. I think D&D Beyond will kind of sort that out for initiative ties. If not, whatever. So Salyn, you're first. You see these horned devils. They are about
Yeah, how far away are they?
however far away their attack is. 150 feet.
Oh, that's so far.
Yeah.
Ah.
Actually, you know what?
And-
They would have moved closer. I'll say they're about 60 feet away.
Hooray! 60 feet. Okay. And are they flying?
They are not. They are on the ground.
Okay.
And they look a little
sweet.
damaged and weary from the conflict, so
Nice.
it looks like they're not at their full potential.
All right, cool. I'm going to. I don't really want to bust out any big stuff, so I'm just going to cast a tidal wave
Okay.
with my action and just try to knock them prone.
All right. So you just conjure this huge tidal wave.
Yeah, they gotta make a save and throw.
Strength, I believe, for tidal wave.
Boop boop boop. Dexterity, actually.
Dexterity, magic resistance, so advantage.
Ooh.
Dexterity, that is a 12 plus 7, so a 19 on the first one.
Oh, yes, a 19 will save.
And the second one is also a 19. Both got 19.
Those both save, yeah.
So they get hit by this massive tidal wave. Just.
Yeah.
Do they take any damage?
They do, yeah, half as much damage and they're not knocked prone.
Okay.
I will roll. It is like 48, so.
Excellent.
Boop, boop, boop. Where are my fucking d8s? Ugh, fine. Oh, there they are. 12. Yeah, so that's gonna be 15 halved.
What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning?
Okay.
Yeah.
So they both take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this tidal wave slams into them, and you get the sense, oh, I think I knocked him down, and you see them kind of just standing, dripping wet.
Cool.
Anything else?
I'm just going to take to the sky.
Okay, just angel wings out, and you just lift up. How high?
I mean, I guess I can go 90 feet.
Yeah.
I'll just go the full 90.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, that is gonna be it for now.
Okay. One of these horned devils locks eyes with you and is just gonna hurl flame at you up in the sky. Just, oh, she has the sword. It says
Fuck.
telepathically to everybody within 120 feet,
Ah, fuck.
and is gonna hurl a fireball, hurl flame at you, rather.
Yuck.
Oh, 5 plus 7 to hit.
5 plus 7 to hit. That'll. Wait, no, that's
Yeah,
12,
that's
right?
12,
Yeah.
So this,
Nope.
and it's like, "Rah!" And it's gonna do 2 more hurl flames. Just. The first one is a 20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. So you're like fly up and it slams into like one of your wings. Just
Mm-hmm.
this little miniature fireball.
Aw.
I need another d6. Another d6. Another d6. Okay. 9, 10. You take 13 points of fire damage just as it hits your wing.
Okay.
And then it kind of just hurls its final hurl flame at you for a natural 1. So it just kind of sails right past you.
Sweet.
That'll bring us to the other horned devil, who's going to do 3 hurl flames at Kronder. Just
Back.
the first one is a 15 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. This flaming ball of fire just scatters across your shield. The second one is a 17 to hit
Nope.
because of shield. So third and final hurl flame. Nope, that is a 10 to hit. So it's
Nope.
All 3 just hurl flames, just scatter across your shield.
Yeah, he like puts up like the hand of Vecna and just kind of like
Yeah, just
bursts around it.
cool shit.
Oh, I forgot I had. That's fine.
That brings it to Lulu as this giant mammoth with all of her spellcasting capabilities as well.
Yeah, Lulu is a giant mammoth. I feel like she's just going to do a trampling charge at one of them.
Okay, she just
So yeah, just try to book it towards one of them.
yeah, they're 60 feet away, so
Yeah. Oh, she's only 40 feet.
Yeah.
Although I guess her fly speed is faster than that.
I'd allow the fly speed for sure, just to fly towards them and just slam into
Yeah.
them. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So she's gonna try to make a gore attack, and we'll see if that works.
All right, on which one?
Mother. I guess they're both kind of equal.
They're both side
amounts
by
of
side,
hurt.
essentially. Yeah.
I guguess just the one on the left.
Okay, so the one who hurled fire.
It's not gonna
at you.
hit though.
What'd you get?
Oh, actually, that's gonna be an 18.
An 18.
Yeah.
18 just hits.
Yeah.
So she like rockets forward with her fly speed and slams into this horned devil.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it needs to make a DC 18 strength saving throw, and she's
Okay.
gonna make a stomp attack as a bonus action.
That's a natural 20.
If it's not,
That's a natural 20 plus 10 for a 30.
Is not knocked prone.
Just slams into like this flying mammoth jettisoning at full speed, slams into this horned devil, and it just takes the hit and doesn't fall prone.
But takes also 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and her attacks piercing.
Yeah.
And her attacks count as magical.
All right, so it takes the full amount of damage.
Ah!
Just it's like it just snarls up at Lulu, who's like right in front of it now, kind of hovering a few feet off the ground. Anything else for Lulu? That's really
No,
all she
that
has.
is that's all she has. Plus, like, I don't know, this is the first fight of the battle.
True.
Let's not blow them trumpets.
All right, Mortis. These horned devils are 60 feet away from you.
Great.
You have a new weapon and some new armor.
I do. This is gonna be interesting. Mortis is going to charge 25 feet forward to start closing the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And as he moves, he is going to cast. He is going to wave the maul, and he is going to bellow, "Come forth to do battle!" and he is going to cast Spirit Shroud around himself.
All right.
I know I did
Excellent.
that. So he has, and as these spirits come up around them, they are definitely and distinctly evil spirits.
Okay.
Ooh.
Evil. Ooh.
So
Excellent.
it's a UA spell.
It is.
And with
So
his,
necrotic damage.
it will be, yes. And with his action, he is going to hold an attack until one of the devils comes within range.
All right. That'll bring us to Sephron.
All right. How close together are these devils? Out of
Side by
curiosity.
side, and Lulu in mammoth form is 5 feet directly in front of one. So they're all within they're both within 5 feet of each other.
Okay. I really want to try doing this. Let's take a chance, roll the dice. She's going to. Would she be able to cast Fairy Fire so it just targets the devils and not Lulu?
Totally, yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that then.
All right. And what's the save for fairy fire again?
Dexterity?
Yeah, it is a dexterity saving throw.
The one on the left that Lulu just slammed into, advantage on that. 17.
That does not
All
succeed.
right, so it's got fairy fire on it. The one on the right with advantage. Fuck, I rolled a 3 and a 4. So with a 7, that's a 11 for the dex save on the second one.
That's a
Both
fail.
They both got fairy fire up on them.
That works for me.
And they're 60 feet away from you.
60 feet away.
Okay.
Just for the funsies.
And fairy fire is you're just on the range of fairy fire too, 'cause it's got a 60-foot range.
Yep. I just need to look at the movement. I keep forgetting. Okay. She's gonna have Schwatz, the little homunculus, fly out 30 feet and blast. We'll say the one on the right
Okay.
with force blast.
All right, make an attack roll. Schwartz lifts off and
Right, and this would be at advantage, I believe.
with fairy fire, I believe so.
Okay. Okay. With advantage, that is 19 to hit.
19 to hit. 19 does hit.
Okay.
So just Schwartz flies over about 30 feet ahead and just a force blast slams into the chest of this horned devil. And it kind of
Alright.
keels over a little bit and then just stands back up.
Yeah. It's 5 points of force damage.
All right. Anything else?
That is it.
Okay, that'll bring it to Kronder.
I'm just gonna reach out with my Hand of Vecna and cast Chill Touch at this, honestly, it looks pretty much the same except it's more ghostly. Comes launching off and the claws are gonna go for the jugular of the one that's been hit more.
The one on the left looks the worst.
Okay, and it's advantage.
Yes, because of fairy fire.
Iconic. I love advantage.
Just Kroner being iconic.
Okay, so I rolled a 9, which means an unnatural 20.
Totally hits. Just the hand flies off and just slams into the chest of this horned devil. And you get the sense it's not just you feeling this magic, Kroner, it's another entity. It's definitely Vecna in some capacity. And it lifts the horned devil off the air a little bit, just for a little extra flair.
Nice.
Nice.
5 plus 7 is 5 plus 7, which is 13, right?
Yeah, 5 plus 7, 13, yes.
Okay. And I think that's
Oh, sorry, 5 plus 7 is 12.
12. I was close. That's necrotic damage.
All right. Just and it lifts that thing up in the air a little bit, and then drops it on the ground. It's holding its neck, where basically it got strangled by Vecna a little bit. Anything else, Kronder?
Now that's it for me.
All right, that brings us back to the top with Salyn.
Cool. How are these devils looking?
Not so. The one on the left looks like shit. The one on the right looks somewhat okay still.
Okay. I'm going to. And they're still like 60 feet away from people?
Yes, they're still. They haven't moved.
Okay. Why did my spell slots not reset after that rest? That's so annoying. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to cast a little bit of spike growth
Okay, excellent.
on, I mean, it's a 20-foot radius, so I'll.
You can easily do it so Lulu's not in it.
Perfect, yeah.
Because this is just like a flat wasteland, open field
It is,
essentially.
yeah.
Alright, so there's like cracked demonic wasteland, a bunch of these like spikes and thorns and kind of stuff
Yeah.
grows up out of the ground around these horned devils.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be my action.
Okay.
And yeah, I will actually just do a little bonus action. I'll fly 30 feet closer and do a bonus action frostbite. Or wait, nope, that's thorn whip's an action. Or spike growth is action.
Correct.
And frostbite is an action, so I will do nothing.
Okay. That'll bring it to one of these horned devils who is gonna like look around like, ugh, and it's gonna actually attack Lulu instead of throwing the fire. It's gonna make 3 attacks against Lulu. First, it's gonna try to stab Lulu with its like trident-like fork for a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah, she's got AC of 13 as a mammoth, so
Yeah,
she kind
it's
of
not
like
great.
bats it out of the way with her trunk, and he's just like, and goes to stab again for a 25 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
All right. That is max damage on that. Lulu takes
Oof.
22 piercing damage. Just stabs into Lulu's like stomach.
Ooh.
And as it stabs into Lulu's stomach, it kind of cackles to itself, and its tail comes rocketing from the side and tries to stab into Lulu as well.
Yeah.
For a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that also hits.
All right. Lulu takes 12 points of piercing damage and needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Math. Boop, boop, boop. 21.
21. Okay, cool. That is a fail. She starts to get an infernal wound on her side.
Whoa, that's a fail?
Oh, 21? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
that's a success.
Okay.
Never
Oh,
mind. But
it's
there's still
chill if it's a fail, but that's scary.
sorry, yeah, but there's still the infernal wound there, even because she still got stabbed by the tail.
Okay.
All right. The second horned devil is gonna kind of turn on Lulu as well,
Oh no.
and go for the fork and tail. So the fork is a 18 to hit,
Hits.
16 piercing damage,
Yeah.
and then the tail is a 16 to hit.
Also hits, yeah.
Okay. Lulu takes 11 piercing damage,
Damn.
and the infernal wound looks like it gets a little bigger.
Yeah.
I need to keep track of that infernal wound.
That's bad.
Okay. And then as its final attack, it's gonna hurl flame at at you, Salyn.
Okay.
For 28 to hit. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
that's wrong. 18 plus 7. Still hits though.
Still hits. Yeah.
You take 10 points of fire damage. It's like there's another fireball kind of hits you in the chest. Just
Ooh, well, I'm gonna use my reaction to cast whatchamacallit? Absorb elements.
excellent.
So
Alright.
yeah, capture some of the incoming energy, lessening its effects on you, and stirring up the next melee attack.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
I've got resistance.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that. That'll bring it to Lulu. It's sort of Lulu's turn. That wound starts to like seep blood.
Oh.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Oof. Not great. 13.
That is a
yes.
fail.
13.
Lulu takes. She just loses 24 hit points
Oh god.
as that wound just bleeds. And I believe if it's shape change, damage just carries over to her when she loses
Yeah,
form.
she still has mammoth health though.
Yeah. All right. That's that. It is Lulu's turn though. She's right up
Sweet.
front with
Yeah.
these two horned
So
devils.
she is gonna disengage.
Okay.
And she is gonna fly away.
Okay. How far back?
Probably to just be more like in the back lines.
Okay, so 60 feet to get to you guys, 70 feet roughly to get behind you all.
Yeah.
Okay. Lulu just kind of like flies back, this wound just seeping out of her side, and she's just like, "It really hurts, but doing my best."
She is doing her best.
I'll assume that's her turn then, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I might throw a heal up on her on my turn,
Alright.
but
Uh.
let's see.
All right. That brings it to Mortis.
Oh, Joyce.
The horned devils
how-
are still 60 feet away.
Even after moving in 25 feet, have they gotten further away?
Oh no, they're still. Oh, you moved. Mortis moved 25 feet. Okay. Yeah, they're 35 feet away from Mortis.
Alrighty.
I'm not good at math.
That's correct.
It's okay.
yeah.
I'm not either.
Yeah,
You're in a good crowd here.
35 feet away from you currently.
Let's see what kind of range I have. Can I blast them with anything? Nothing really to blast anyone with. Alright, Mortis is going to reduce that distance to 10 feet.
Okay. Get up close to them. They're just like.
It's still not close enough. Okay, so then that's it basically. They run up and he's basically menacing them. He's gonna yell at them and try and get their attention.
Okay. What does Mortis yell at them?
Fight me, you damn fuckers! And he's gonna hold an attack for if one of them decides to engage him.
Sure. Sephirin, it's your turn.
All right. I think she will follow the wizard's lead,
Mm-hmm.
and she will cast Chill Touch at the Horn Devil on the right.
Okay, go for it.
Booski at advantage, I believe.
Correct, because Fairy Fire's still up.
Yep.
Also, Mortis, I believe any of these creatures... yeah, they have their speed reduced when they start their turn within 10 feet of you. Okay, cool.
All right. That is a 20 to hit.
20 hits. It's kind of like cackling at Mortis as he approaches, and it's caught off guard as his Chill Touch just slams into the side of its head, and it starts to like squeeze on its skull.
Okay. That is 16 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, nice. That one now is looking really looking bad. It's like
Ah.
All right. So that's the action and bonus action.
Mhm.
We'll go with another force strike.
Okay.
Ooh, that's actually quite good. I read the wrong thing. Oh no, that's 21 to hit.
21 hits. Schwarz just
This is doing well tonight, my gosh. Okay, that is 4 points of force damage.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No,
bonus action?
no, I think she's gonna stay right there.
Alrighty. That brings it to Kronder.
Yeah, just cackling maniacally. He's gonna just kind of be swiping out with the hand of Vecna and throwing out chill touches.
Okay, same one as before?
Yeah.
Alright, with advantage, as Chill Touch just sails for it.
29 to hit.
Definitely hits. Just slams into it again, lifts it up in the air, and you can see it's like the children's trying to snap its neck.
It's another 12 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, this one is starting to look like it's nearing death's door.
All right.
Anything else, Kronder?
That's it for me.
Alright, Salyn.
Okay, so I mean, I just feel like I should try to use this sword at least once. So yeah, I'm just gonna fly down and make
Yeah, you can easily reach them with your flying speed.
make a sword attack.
Go for
I
it.
get like one attack, right?
Correct. Yeah, you still have the one attack.
Goofy. Okay.
Right? You can make only one attack as a druid at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you don't get multi-attack as a druid.
All right. Just double checking some of this sword stuff because it's different when you fight. It's got some stuff when you fight fiends.
Oh, sweet.
What'd
Ooh, hey, that'll hit.
you get?
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20?
Unnatural
okay.
20. Yeah.
All right. Roll damage.
Sweet. Yes.
And don't forget to roll 2d8 radiant. Are you wielding with two hands or one?
I assume two hands. I don't got one
Okay.
hand. For,
Three-
like, I'm not having a shield or
Okay.
anything. So.
3d10 radiant damage then.
Okay, so we've got 3d10 radiant damage.
Plus the
Plus a
slashing-
d6.
Plus the slashing damage on top of it.
Yeah, that's
And
a
then
d8.
an evil creature that takes damage, this radiant damage, has to make a constitution saving throw or be blinded.
Cool. And I also get a d6
Dope.
of fire damage from
Correct.
that spell.
So you just approach with this like holy sword, and the devils are just like, uh-oh, and you just swing down at it with it.
Okay. So that's 6 fire.
Okay, are you attacking the
Nice.
weakest looking one?
I'm attacking the weakest looking one.
Okay, 6 fire damage. Actually,
Ew!
takes half of that.
And 3 radiant damage.
With 3d10, you rolled all ones?
Yes, I rolled all ones.
Oh no!
Hurts.
And but I got an 8 for the slashing damage, so
Okay,
that sucks.
so it's looking real bad. It's in single digits. I need to double check the Sword of Zariel real quick. Because it does emanate light, and you didn't really edit the light stuff, like increase or anything, so it's still at the 5-foot radius of light.
Okay,
So I need to check some stuff about the light.
sweet.
Just because, yeah. It says all this in the item block, but this is quicker.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Fiends find the light sword's light disorienting and painful, even if they can't see it. And they have disadvantage on attack rolls while within this light. So it's a 5-foot radius light, so currently, if you stay here, these fiends are going to have disadvantage on all their attacks.
I will.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will stay there.
because you used your action to attack, I guess, so...
Use my action to attack.
Oh, con save to see if this one's blinded.
Yeah, con save.
That's a 6. It is blinded. It's just like...
Ooh.
This holy light just sears its eyeballs.
I wish grasp and vine wasn't concentration. Then I could grasp and vine them.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I'm just gonna chill.
All right. This horned devil is actually going to try to fly away from you. Just...
Okay. Ooh,
And it's going to use an action to disengage.
but I have sentinel.
Fuck, you do!
So-
So it goes to disengage, it can't see, and make an attack
Yeah.
against it with advantage because of fairy fire.
Yeah, cool.
And because it's blinded, so...
Oh, I guess that first one would have been advantage
Oh,
too.
correct, yeah.
So okay. So yeah, the first one is going to be another unnatural 20.
Okay, so yeah, your attack of opportunity hits. You slash into it. Roll all that damage. 3d10 slashing damage, 3d8 radiant, the slashing damage, then the fire damage.
I still get the fire damage because it's not my turn yet.
Correct.
That feels okay. I thought I almost rolled all ones, but it's a 7.
7 radiant.
No, it's 13 radiant damage.
All right, don't roll everything. Don't roll anything else. You
I rolled
slash
them all at
into
once.
it with the sword, and it screams as this holy light and fire just burns it up into nothingness.
Hi.
And there is just the one fiend left.
I'm glad I
Bringing
took
it-
sentinel.
Bringing it to its turn, it is in the blinding light, so it has disadvantage on its attack rolls, but it is not blinded at this point. So it's just going to look at you and make all 3 attacks on you with disadvantage.
Sweet. Is it in melee range?
It is.
Darn, I was hoping it would have to move and get spoiked.
Oh, wait, you wouldn't have had... Oh, no. Your attack of opportunity was Sentinel. Okay. I got confused. No, yeah, it's going to go to 3 attacks against you. So the fork attack with disadvantage is a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
It's like, it's trying to stab you, but this light is just disorienting it. The
Yeah.
second fork attack is a 13 again.
Again, does not hit.
And then the tail is going to try to stab into you for a 14 to hit.
That does hit. That's my
Okay.
AC.
Oh, man. Okay, so you take 12 piercing damage,
Yuck.
and I need a Constitution saving throw. Or never mind, not yet. But you do get
Okay.
you do get an infernal wound in your shoulder. Just
Yuck.
that'll bring it to Lulu's turn, who I need a Constitution saving throw from her infernal wound that she has.
Oh, she did pretty good. That's gonna be like a 23.
23 succeeds, so she doesn't lose any blood from the infernal wound, and it is her turn.
Cool.
She's about 70 feet back from you, 10 feet behind Sephron and Kronter, and then like a little bit behind Mortis.
I guess she'll just fly forward a little bit to get Mortis like in the aura of invulnerability.
Okay, cool. And is that her turn then?
Yeah, that's gonna be her turn.
All right, that
She's
brings it.
hurt.
Oh, okay. That brings it to Mortis. You're 10 feet away from the remaining horned devil. You can see Salyn standing there, and like all this like radiant celestial energy. She just like slaughtered that one horned devil. There is one remaining, and looks like it is also in the process of fleeing.
Mortis is going to move in and smack the puke out of it.
All right, with advantage because of fairy fire.
Such a good spell.
That will be a 28 to hit.
All right, you rush forward, this new maul in your hand, with holding it with both hands, the green like smoke emanating from the heads, and as you swing this maul, it lets out a blood-curdling scream. Just and you hit this horned devil right in the chest. Roll damage.
Ah.
That is 15 damage.
Oh, nice. Did you roll the extra damage that it has as well?
So that's +1, so that would be 16 damage.
Yep. It also has necrotic damage as well.
I did not.
2d8 necrotic damage, I believe.
I did not see
Oh no,
that.
I'm thinking of Fane Eater. This isn't Fane Eater.
Oh.
Yes.
Right. All right. Anything else, Mortis? You have another attack.
I do have another attack, so I'm gonna swing again.
With advantage. As you smash it in the chest, the first thing you hear a bunch of it, you hear its sternum like snap and crack. It coughs up some like demon ichor, and then you swing them all around, aiming for the side of its head. It's screaming again as it sails through the air.
21.
21 hits. Roll damage as you just slam this maul to the side of its head.
Come on. 13 damage.
Oh, 13 damage. All right. It is barely standing. You hear an audible crack in the side of its head, and you see you actually like crack the orbital frame around its left eye socket, and its left eye kind of just like droops out on a strand of just flesh. Just
Thunder cackles loudly in the background.
It has single
Oh.
points. It's like,
Oh,
and I believe it takes additional damage because of your spirit shroud as well.
I absolutely forgot both of the spirit shrouds.
Yeah, they take. So roll 1d8. Roll 2d8.
That's just what I was doing.
For
So
extra
that's
damage.
an extra 7 damage plus. I need to roll one more d8. D8. Roll. That is 13 total necrotic damage
All
as
right.
well.
So you just run up, smash it in the chest. You feel it. So you can just feel its sternum basically be reduced to like goo from the force of it, and then you slam it in the side of the head. Its left eye pops out, and there's an audible snap as its head just gets snapped to a 90-degree angle, and it just drops to the ground and just kind of drops dead, and dissolves into ichor that also drizzles into the river Styx. And for the sake of things, that is the end of combat for this round, essentially. Salyn and Lulu both can make con saves for their infernal wounds.
Ooh. Okay, that's for Lulu. That is going to be a 17 plus 5. Yeah.
Succeeds, and I need 1 for Salyn.
Shitty. That's a fail.
Okay.
That's going to be a 7.
All right. You lose 6 hit points as you start to bleed.
Yuck.
But I'll say you both you use actions to staunch the wound. You can use a medicine check to kind of staunch the wounds if you want. For both of you, both you and Lulu.
I'll go. I guess give Lulu a little guidance so she can help. Get some help with that medicine check.
Okay. I mean, someone could do medicine checks on them as well, or any
I
healing.
mean,
Any healing will do it.
I've got a -2 to medicine.
Got +5.
Mortis will come
Thanks.
close and give them both 10 points of lay on hand.
All right.
Nice.
So
If that'll work.
yeah, it'll work. So Salyn and Lulu both regain 10 hit points, and
Sweet.
those infernal wounds close up. And you're kind of like standing there at the end of this battlefield. The front of Zariel's army has now crashed into the flanks of the demonic horde, about a mile ahead of you still. Zariel just destroying people. And Elturel is falling a little bit more.
Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way then.
Seems like it. Get ready for the long haul.
The battlefield is very dense. You get the idea. You might need to sneak through combat at this point.
Yeah. Maybe.
Any way you can disguise those wings, Salyn?
I could. Nope.
Well,
Not
I mean,
unless I use a wild shape.
Well, I do happen to have an elixir of alter self, so you could actually look like someone else if you wished.
I think I would rather just polymorph myself into something else.
Fair enough.
Maybe a T-Rex.
Well, I'm very small. I can probably skirt around in there.
You get
Probably, yeah.
You're gonna get the idea. It's gonna be group stealth checks or
I am not stealthy at all, so I really hope you guys can help me
stealth
out.
or survival checks to navigate this battlefield.
Okay.
Whenever you guys decide to proceed forward.
I have advantage on stealth checks in rocky terrain.
This is considered rocky terrain. It's a
Perfect.
rocky wasteland, so.
Yeah, well, I thought we would just be fighting, so I didn't take any sneaking spells.
Yeah.
I don't have any sneaking spells either. I also don't think wizards really get any sneaking spells.
Lulu
Yeah.
is also a giant mammoth.
Lulu is
guess
also a giant mammoth.
Lulu is
huh?
a
Mortis.
giant mammoth.
Mortis is also covered in massive amount of plate armor,
Again,
so
stealth
Yeah.
or survival checks to navigate the battlefield.
Okay.
Whatever you
Or
want.
survival.
Mhm.
I can't. do
stealth is
survival.
actually still his better choice there.
But
Yeah.
the battle is raging on. It is getting closer, so don't have a lot of time to make a decision. It's either do you go sneak through the battlefield or you try to figure something else out.
Can we do a mixture of both? Like, if Salyn is survivaling to get us through, can Kroner be stealthing?
Yeah, it's up to
behind her?
it's up to whatever you guys want to pick. What skill you want to use to navigate.
Fucking lit.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Before Saffron goes sneaking, she will use Enhance Ability Cat's Grace on herself.
Okay.
You
And
know, when
Lulu
I
still
cast that at
has-
third level.
Lulu still has guidance.
Oh, I already
on
have
her
advantage. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, it only lasts for a
A
minute.
minute.
Oh, so it'd be gone by now. Okay.
But if this is a thing, since it is just a cantrip. Oh,
Oh, Ruby lose.
where'd Mortis?
Alex.
Alex. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm over here on Saffron's window now.
I was wondering if I could just give Mortis guidance on the check.
Totally.
Cause I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'll probably do a survival check because I get a +5
Okay.
to that.
The battle is continuing to rage on getting a little more intense.
Cool.
And you can kind of see this, like, these, like, gas. There's, like, the noxious gas and flames rolling across the battlefield as well.
Yuck.
You get the idea? You're sneaking through that stuff, not necessarily the battle itself.
Okay.
Are they magical flames?
They are not.
Well.
Oh, wait. Sorry. They are considered magical flames.
Well, then never fucking mind.
Chrono could just walk through and just extinguish them.
Huh.
Alright, so what's everybody doing? What's the plan?
I'm stealthing.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
I'm gonna be survival. Does Lulu have the wisdom stats of a Holophant or the wisdom stats of a mammoth?
With shape change, I believe it is the... I don't remember. Shape change is tricky, I don't remember.
I will look it up.
If the creature has the same proficiency as you, bonus use reaches bonus simply to yours.
Oof, that's a long.
You retain the benefit of any features from your class, race, or other source and can use them. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you retain your alignment, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma
So it's all
scores.
Lulu
Cool.
stuff. Yeah, shape change is great. You can turn into a T-Rex
Sweet.
and be a spellcasting T-Rex.
Yeah. Can't
That's
wait till I
fucking
got it.
All right.
But-
Is shape change a level 9 shape
It is
spell?
a 9th level spell.
No.
Shape change is a 9th level spell.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I'll roll a survival for her too, because she's not very dexy.
And
So
it's a druid spell, I believe. Druid and wizard spell.
druid and wizard. Yeah.
Animal's gonna take shape change.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So for the sake of this, then, those of you rolling survival, roll survival. Those of you rolling stealth, roll stealth.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Lulu will be doing survival. She can't exactly stealth as a giant.
No. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So Lulu got a natural 20.
Excellent.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll this one again, cause why not? Oh, that's not too bad. That's not a nat 20, but it's fine.
Okay. So Mortis, what'd you get?
21.
21 succeeds.
yeah.
And I believe you do. Are you going stealth or survival, Mortis?
Stealth.
Okay. Salyn, what'd you get?
16.
16 succeeds.
Cool.
And Lulu succeeded. What did Sephron get?
Yeah.
Sephron got a dirty 20.
Succeeds. Kronder
19.
succeeds. You all kind of wade through the battle. You're wading through the battle. You're wading through the smoke and fire. It's rolling across. Kronder, you like see this big fiend land in front of you on the ground. It stands up, and you kind of just walk under its legs unseen.
I'm just a little rock.
And yeah, you basically just like a walking rock. The demons and devils seem preoccupied with the battle. They're not really noticing you. I need another round of stealth or survival checks from everybody.
Okay. I will give Mortis guidance again.
All right, so Salyn touches. Yeah, Mortis, you have guidance. So, all right. I'll ask everybody again. So yeah, another round of stealth or survival checks. Mortis, you have guidance on yourself. Groner, what'd you get?
I got a 6.
6 fails. You get it's getting more difficult as you proceed through.
Yeah.
So Kronder, you get kind of engulfed a little bit by that smoke, and you kind of breathe some of it in, and then you kind of like wade into like a bit of those noxious, some of those like rolling flames. For poison damage, Kronder, you take.
Oof.
Oh wait, sorry. Constitution saving throws to see if you actually take damage.
Okay. Don't fuck me. It's probably gonna fuck me. 13?
13 fails. So yeah, you do take fire damage and you do take poison damage.
Ouch.
Oh man, I need another D10. Okay. Kronder, you take 16 poison damage.
Gross.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. And 16 fire damage. But you kind of get through the poison and then the fire kind of, and you guys see Corona kind of get engulfed by this rolling piece of flame and smoke and comes out the other side.
I'm at like 54%.
It's brutal.
You're out of
Mortis, what'd you get?
14.
14 fails. I need a constitution.
15, sorry, 15.
15 fails this time. I need a constitution saving
Ow.
throw. So you kind of also get engulfed by the same smoke and flame as Kronder.
19 for that.
19 succeeds. You kind of just get out of the way and watch as Kronder just gets fully engulfed by it. Salyn, what'd you get?
Another nat 20. Same
Succeeds.
dice for Lulu. And I got a 17 plus 5, so 22.
Lulu also succeeds. Sephron.
Oh, Lulu was the nat 20.
Efren got another dirty 20.
All right. Most of you succeed. Unfortunately, Kronder gets engulfed by poison and smoke.
Kronder! Try not to breathe.
As you're all like walking, you see this massive pit fiend land on the ground and stand up, let out a bellowing roar, and just charge back into the battle. The flames and that smoke are getting more dense now. I need another round of checks. The final round of checks.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
God.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. Okay.
And we'll go with Salyn and Lulu first. So Salyn, what'd you get?
I got a 14.
14 fails. Constitution saving throw from Salyn.
Cool.
As the smoke and fire rolls over on top of you, just engulfs you.
Oh my gosh, I got a 4.
A 4. Okay. Ooh, I rolled really high for poison. 16. You take 25 points of poison damage,
Oh my gosh.
and you take
Okay.
and 19 points of fire damage. Just
25 plus 19. Do.
so, Kronder, you're like you finally just like get through being engulfed by that stuff, and you watch Salyn just get engulfed by another wind.
Yeah, he's about to be like, Salyn, watch out! Oh.
I'm just gonna cast heal on myself.
Okay, and as you're casting heal on yourself, I need Lulu's. What do you
Yeah.
got?
Oh wow, fuck. Okay. 19.
19 is the DC this round. So Lulu.
Oh my god.
Lulu.
I'm 19 plus 4, so
Okay.
23.
Mortis, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Succeeds. Sephron.
Efren got 21.
Succeeds. Kronder.
I got a natural 19 plus 0.
Oh, Kronder, you just get out of the way of it, and that's the one that engulfs Salyn. And as you all kind of break free from this, this like weird poison wind, you see a pit fiend wearing an eyeless helmet and clutching this infernal battle standard in one clawed hand, while swinging a huge flaming mace in the other. The pit fiend is beset on all sides by 6 hulking frog-like demons that croak vile epithets as they tear the pit fiend's flesh with their claws. And as you guys get close to this pit fiend and this battle, 2 of these heads rose, break free off of this melee to attack you all, and they rush towards you, these 2 Hezrows. And based on the time tonight and whatnot, that's where we're going to end the session for the week. As you fight 2 of those frog demons that you fought in Idle.
God
Alright.
damn.
Gonna cook us up some frog legs down here.
Man, that
Okay.
that smoke that you had to wade through is so dangerous.
That was brutal. That brutalized me.
I was down to 2 HP.
Holy
Mortis?
fuck.
That's why I was just like, I'm doing heal. Like,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
I can do it again at 7th level though if you need it.
Mortis had multiple advantages against poison, so he just basically like walked through it like he was having
Yeah.
a stroll in a garden.
Well, I mean, Sephron has
Horrible.
infernal constitution, so she's resistant to poison and fire damage at this point. So it's just feel like I was strolling to the park one day.
But some fun stuff happened today. Archon died. Kronder has the hand of Vecna now.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so funny because I've been plotting on how I can overthrow Archon,
Huh.
and it just happened. I didn't have to do anything.
I thought that'd be really fun. I'm like, oh, you know, what'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Because Archon hasn't succeeded. TMS probably getting like just fed up with him, so he just kills him and gives the hand of Vecna to Kronder.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like her whole thing is that she's like really unpredictable too, and just kind of does whatever.
And ate him.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and now Mortis is wearing Archon's obsidian dragon plate. But
Pretty tight.
That's awesome.
that is that's the send into the Avernus for the week. We are definitely getting towards the end of this adventure, because we're getting to Zariel essentially, and this adventure is supposed to end at level 13. So,
Damn, I was really hoping to get to level 14 so I could overchannel.
yeah. But there's so much more to do. You guys still want to save Elturel? It's still another couple sessions if you guys want to do that. So you could get to 14th level. But that's it for the week. We'll be back next week with the continuation of Descendants of Avernus. Very excited to see what happens and the ending and whatnot.
I'm interested to see how Mortis is gonna die.
Yeah,
we're all gonna die.
He still has Death Ward though.
And I mentioned we were going to be doing a Digimon campaign after this, but going through like what I've seen about playing licensed like characters and stuff, it might be a little tricky to do. I don't want to get hit with a cease and desist or something. So, and every other channel I've seen do that kind of stuff has been sponsored to do it. So we'll see what happens in this next slot. I would like to do another kind of system like Call of Cthulhu or something and have like a bunch of ghost hunters or something.
We're gonna have something awesome. That's
something
the point.
awesome.
We're
Maybe
going.
a magic school campaign of D&D. We'll see what happens. But or maybe events of Descent into Avernus can lead into another adventure module called Rise of Tiamat. But
Maybe she has risen.
But thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back here next week to continue this little tiny adventure. So good night, everybody.
Good night.